Now, Mr. Meat, let me ask you on the Greek side. The Chief of Staff said that we have a great tolerance for the statements coming from the Turkish side, but we are ready to intervene within 5 minutes if necessary. I mean, you can come in 5 minutes, but let's see what happens to you. I'll move on to the latest developments in the defense industry. Is there anything you want to say before that?
You realize that even that statement, it is a statement that makes Turkey look aggressive. So we attack first. They reflex to them too. All of the messages are meant to make Turkey look aggressive. That's right. I mean, we attacked someone and he's defending us. That's what I'm talking about. A country doesn't say much about the other side. A strong country really doesn't. Have you ever heard America Beşiktaş say something about someone in your life? Have you heard England? Haven't you heard?
That's fine.
You just do it, you execute it, right? We do it to him, we do it to her, we do it to him, we do it to him, we do it to her. There is no such thing. He is intimidating. You don't intimidate, you really do it. When the day comes, you do it. Yes, it is. If it was being talked about, then know that there is a mistake. Speaking of a confident army, today here is the answer given by the Ministry of Defense. It's a very correct answer. We don't even answer that. We don't even answer that. An army that really believes in itself speaks like this. Nothing else is needed. Now, Turkey continues to be a threat. Look again. Headline. The statement from the Turkish side is that we have a very big special tolerance, but we are ready to intervene within 5 minutes, justified if necessary.
Turkey continues to be a threat because Turkey continues to get stronger in terms of defense industry.
What threatening statement have you heard from Turkey to Greece? I mean, I live in this country.
There are none, but the balance is being disturbed and we are getting stronger.
Let me count. The statement from the Turkish side, we have a very big special tolerance, but we are ready to intervene within 5 minutes if necessary.
Us? No Turkey?
Turkey is not threatening anything, not at all. But if you see your potential, our potential as a threat,
it
that's
doesn't.
Up to
okay,
you.
That's exactly it.
I mean, it's something you do. I mean, it's a country. Look at a country. In the past, of course, they had a state that provided that balance. They gave 7 to someone and 10 to us according to our size. They were providing that balance. Now that balance is gone. We no longer have a weapon that we buy from someone. Look, you bought 16 things. You bought a missile. Exot. You bought 3 missiles from the French. 16. Sea-launched. A missile fired into the sea. The Hawk we made, almost half its range. 16. You took 16. How much potential do you have? Take it from there. The engine from the Sparrowhawk this year, you realize you're looking at how much will be produced, how many will be produced. You realize you are looking at the capacity, not 16.
Twice as many?
I won't tell you. 16 is peas in a pod. I'll tell you that much.
And you say there's a huge difference in range.
There is a difference in range, but let me say it one more time. You are constantly developing. The missile you build is not just the missile of that period. You increase the range. You see a new system. You change the seeker head. You increase its speed. Every day you add something. You move forward with what you put in. I say Turkey is going in the right direction. It is not talking. Up, but now there is something like this. As the need for Turkey under the European security umbrella increases, Greece thinks that it will lose all the trump cards in its hands. It was keeping Turkey away from Europe with the backing of the European Union. What are they saying now? For example, a recent agreement was signed. You remember there were needs. Within the scope of those needs, the Union said a deal like this. These products will be bought from the European Union. Do you know who the exception is? Turkey. How did they find the exception for Turkey? There is a need. It goes like this. Because Turkey is part of the enlargement process. Turkey, with a percentage of, can produce products and sell them to us. How the door? Because it's needed.
Yes, it is.
Now we are talking about a passage of about 250, 300 billion euros. And Turkey is by far the country with the products. is by far the product. There are no alternatives. It's not there. What will you do? The gap will widen as you go. What will you show for this gap to widen? Turkey as a potential threat. Do you even know what this thing that you have announced is? Why are they announcing it at this time? Why are they announcing this? Shall I give you some water, Maestro?
Do you have water, Mr. Massam? Yes, okay.
Why are they announcing this? Because we will react to this. When we react, they'll immediately say, see, look, they threatened us again. They do it continuously, consciously. Is Turkey falling into this trap? It is not. It is doing only one thing. We are moving forward by executing. We are moving forward by making a gap. I think it is very right. I think it is very right for Turkey not to talk too much, not to rest too much. We'll do it when the time comes. Remember, what were they saying to Turkey? You know, before the Cyprus operation, they played a song for Turkey. Do you remember it? You may remember it. What was that song? The Greeks played it to provoke Turkey, the Turks. They were playing a song called You Didn't Come When I Was Waiting, right?
I was going to say.
You didn't come either.
Propaganda, 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 devil.
Say it.
I'm just telling you what I said. That day has come.
You tell us that. You make fun of it. You play it on the radio all the time, okay? But one day you perform without speaking. You see the result of that performance. That's what the video is.
It is very beautiful. I mean, the Turkish Armed Forces Ministry of Defense video we just watched is unpredictable. So you have, it was in Cyprus 74 operations
Our confirmations
ago.
are ready.
Turkish to demoralize the Turkish side, illegally smuggled through radios. They are playing the song, You Didn't Come When I Was Waiting. They are saying that Turkey will intervene and save you. If the operation remains for a short period of time and the flag
They
radio
were
today
stealing
is
it
like
from
this,
the Turkish Cypriot psychology says the same.
said the
May
same
God
thing
have
for him.
mercy, Isabit.
Yes, we will. Now, I have less than 10 minutes left. Let's take a look at the footage about the defense industry.
Suddenly we can come, said the song of the same name.
call from the heart.
Yasar Özel sings.
He said, I may come suddenly one night, and Mehmetçik wrote, happy to be a Turk on 5 fingers.
Lastly, we close with the song section. It's beautiful.
It was beautiful. I was afraid to sing
scared.
along. Now, Mr. Meat, let's talk about the latest developments in the defense industry.
I think Cihat Pasha should discuss the issue here.
Let's talk on Tuesday,
It's his
okay?
area of interest.
Yes, of
I
course.
don't want to get into a crazy subject I don't know much about. Cihat Pasha will
Astaghfirullah,
tell
but
us.
I think we should
Cihat
keep
Pasha
Utku
will
in
tell us
mind on
about those
Tuesday.
sea boats and what these newly signed agreements are.
Yes, we will. We'll talk.
That's its
We'll talk.
execution area.
We wanted to look at it today because of the new development. But as you say, we'll pick it up again on Tuesday. Now, I wondered about this. Hurkush took off in the sky with its new paint job.
No, it didn't take
Shall we
off.
start by
Let's
looking
start
at it?
with Hurkush.
Yes, the Hurkush with its new paint.
It's important. He's obsessed with it. TBX's stumble.
But it was an incredible image. We can look at it again.
This is now a mass production airplane, an airplane exported abroad. It was going to be delivered to the Air Force. For me, this is a period of mass production. It's the last. These things, what do they say? The paint is done, everything is finished. With mass production, we are now seeing an era in which the Air Force uses its own products. After the UCAVs, this is our first airplane. Let's say that.
Yes.
The first airplane we built in recent times, of course, it's the first airplane built by
Yes, he
Vecihi
is,
Hurkush.
but he was already...
Hurkush is already named after him. There are 2 models of this. More precisely, they were going to make 3 models. It will be used both as a training airplane and... We can say that it is an airplane built to be used in the fight against terrorism and some other missions.
There is also a record broken by the Hurjet.
Not this one, the Hurjet.
After that, yes. There is an image of the Hurjet. Let's look at it. Not the Hurkush, but the Hurjet.
Yes, the Hurjet. The Hurjet exceeded the speed of sound. 1 point passed with 0 Machla. This time by 1.2 Machla. A domestic national aircraft produced by Turkey breaks the speed record.
Until now, no one had reached 1.2 authorities.
Let there be no misunderstanding. F-16
In
was
this
produced
category,
in
of
Turkey.
course.
No, it is not. This is the first indigenous and national aircraft produced by Turkey to reach supersonic speed. Otherwise, the F-16 was also produced in
if
Turkey,
not-
but it is a domestic aircraft,
Of
not a
course it
national
is.
aircraft. It is both domestic
not.
and national. We are talking about a broken speed record.
Sir,
This
this
is
plane
ours.
was sold abroad.
This is an airplane sold to Spain, so a preliminary agreement was signed. Yes, airplane. This is an airplane that is built both as a trainer aircraft and a light attack aircraft. Really? All the delegations that have come so far. It was one of the airplanes that made him wonder how you did it in such a short time. I asked this question to the thing. I asked friends who did it. This is totally something that Turkish engineers and Turkey's 74th, from the day he started to build his own things until today.
Yeah,
So we have a
Okay,
fighter
let's
jet.
see.
Okay.
Now the Kemenkesh has
You can
passed
use it
his
as a
dive
light
test.
attack aircraft.
I'm pressed for time, so I'm moving fast. Let's see if the Kemenkesh has passed the dive test. What do we know about it? The Paisy is a paper-based mini-cruise missile.
AI, of course. It has different operational missions. Also, you can equip it to destroy a target. You can equip it for reconnaissance of an area. You can also use it by attaching different pots. Now, our UCAVs have a family that can launch long-range smart munitions. The munitions we used to fire were mostly, without an engine on it, obviously, going in a range.
Thank you.
Laser-guided systems. This type of ammunition, on the contrary, that can be coded in the region, can change a specific target, and are difficult to capture. Small, smart mini-cruise missiles. In fact, Kemenkesh is actually a category that you can put in this status. That is, if you force it, you will. We also know of a family of ammunition with that status, like TB2. The fact that it can be fired from a small UCAV adds a great opportunity and capability for us.
Let's take a look at the video shared by MKI. Gunpowder and ammunition with steel and gunhead.
Very important, of course. We saw the ammunition once again. Where did we see it? We saw it in the Ukraine war. Everyone ran out of ammunition. Even Russia is finished. I mean, even Russia. I'm saying even Russia. Russia produces more ammunition than all the ammunition produced by Europe. Look, more ammunition is running out than the ammunition produced by all the countries of the European Union. He's out of ammunition. From North Korea, yeah, he bought ammunition. Therefore, the war doesn't end in 2 hours, it doesn't end in 3 hours, it can last for years. The point is to have the capacity and technology to produce these things. It's not like this. You take a bullet, you can't produce and make the same one right away, because every bullet you fire has to go to the same place at the same size. This one, test, after hundreds of thousands of bullets. If you try to do this in wartime, you'll be licking your chops. But if you had this technology before, you hold a big gold bracelet in your hand here. Today, the machinery and chemical industry says so. We can make all the ammunition from this diameter to that diameter. It is an indication of your capabilities and capabilities that you can provide to the Turkish armed forces. It is a very important, actually video. By the way, the change of machine chemistry is amazing. Has set a record for exports this year.
Thank you. Thank you.
At
Thank you very
2024 and
much.
2025, it is doubling. I congratulate the new general manager and his team. They're doing a great job.
Thank you very much, Mete Yarar, security policy expert.
very much.
We have come to the end of our time. Dear Minister,